from the Superdome in New Orleans. It's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Sam Darnold and the New Orleans Saints. First.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Sam Darnold in his 5th year now out of USC.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Darnold looking to start with a pass. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Darnold. This one left side caught by Patterson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game.
Leading them out, the 26 overall pick from the 2020 draft, former Utah State Aggie, it's Jordan Love.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is...
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Darnold. Finding Green complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
They'll run with Patterson.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Henry is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Allen Lazard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there for Carolina. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They juked him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll roll him out right.
He finds Wilson.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Panthers.
Garrett Wilson,
a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Darnold.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Meanwhile, Darnold's throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. 7-7, our score after 1.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
To throw is Darnold.
He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On second down, Swift.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Panthers at 15-1 on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're up.
Touchdown! Jamison Williams.
53 yards as his guys have now moved out in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On second down, a run with Patterson.
And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, Darnold under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Chase Young, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Darnold's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Able to complete this to Chenault. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. A flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Brian Burns. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out. 13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be. Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing again on 2nd down. Love flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They go bootleg. Love. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 2nd and 10, Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Love now. He's got this complete to Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Love looking to throw it. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Love. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And some room to Derrick Henry all alone. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports. Hey, we get it. No time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Here's Love. It's brought in by Wilson. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Play action this time with Love. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Garrett Wilson with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Running left, it's Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Meanwhile, Darnold's throw taken in by Green here. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Darnold from the gun. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Here's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Darnold to throw again. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derrick Henry
with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Saints have come back to make it a 2-point game. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football and just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
First down, going to the air with Love. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. DeAndre Swift. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll try to run with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Darnold. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a...
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. What's good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Deron Payne busting through to get him for a loss of 6. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. 1st down, Love to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, Love. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. On play action. Love to throw. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Second down and goal. Love rolling to his right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jamison Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A first down throw, Darnold over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And this will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing again is Darnold. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, that's the third time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one fumble, twos, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Got a man, that's Lazard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Faking the give, Darnold. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cole Kmet, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
I think you can easily follow the thinking there. The pressure on the last play, it got to him. So they decided, let's get him out of there, bootleg him out to the right. Unable to complete the pass downfield, but the thought process, spot on.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Love. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers,
they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for New